a friend of mine vowed that he would never buy an inverter AC or freezer again, because the only AC that's working in his house now happens to be the oldest one and a non-inverter AC. Hello everyone, in today's video I'm just going to narrate the story of my smart inverter freezer that I bought. I have about 3 of these freezers. I use them to make ice block. So this is what the inside looks like. I put 2 ice blocks a piece on every level. So I've been using it for 2 years without any problem at all, up until I had some issues with it and I took it to the service center and I told them this thing is not working the way it used to work. They said it's working fine, it's working fine, it's working fine. I said, are you sure? Just to give them the benefit of doubt, I took it back home and lo and behold, within a week I had to take it back to them and they said it was bad. Now this freezer just passed the warranty of 2 years that they gave to me, and I have the one of 5 years at home, which is still working, not as perfectly as it once was, but it's still working. So this one does not work at all. And when they checked it, they began to tell me that the compressor is bad, that the PCV is also bad also. So I'm going to be leaving the picture of that PCV on the screen so you see what it looks like, and that's the compartment where it stays as well. The reason why I'm making this video is to call our attention to the fact that everybody's talking about inverter freezers, inverter AC. So I began to do my investigation, and there's one of my friends that said that he bought several ACs, and at the end of the day, the only one that is still working now is the one that is not an inverter AC, that the other ones have gone bad, that he will never buy an inverter AC again. So I began to wonder, is it that I've been sold a scam, or what exactly is the problem? Because I was thinking that inverter ACs, inverter freezers are the best. Probably they are the best, but when you now have about 2 or 3 persons saying the same thing that you are observing, because there's another repairer that I asked, the way he talked about inverter ACs and inverter freezers, if it fixes them, it wasn't really encouraging. So I'm just putting this video out there, not to say we should not buy, but to know that buying it is not as durable as the former ones we used to buy. And the reason why people buy it, they think it saves more energy. It does save, but not as much as you think. The big advantage I see is that when with your small inverter now, let's say 2.5 kVA, you can use it to run about 6 of these freezers, whereas you cannot go past 2 of the one that is non-inverter freezer. So that's just the major difference for me. So going forward for me, I don't think I want to buy this freezer again. The next thing I want to do, because even when I was asking them to fix it, they told me that I will be spending close to half of, over a third of what I used to buy it. And I'm asking myself, okay, I asked them, how much warranty do I have for this product? And they're telling me that it's just 3 months. And I'm telling myself, if this thing goes bad in 4 months time now, that will be waste of money. So that's why fixing it is not an option. I'm just going to look for someone that can do something with it, and if I can sell, good. If not, I think I've learned my lesson. If you're watching this video right now and you're thinking of buying an inverter AC or inverter freezer, this is for you to do your own research so that you understand. I'm not the kind of person that comes on air and start condemning a product. No, at least I've seen it for myself now. I have 3 of them, like I mentioned. One of them is just older than this one a bit. That one is working perfectly well. Then the one that is about 5 years old now or more, that one is still working, but not as top notch as it once was. That is the reason why I'm making this video right now. Now going forward for me, it's going to be, I'll try and get bigger inverters, or at least I like using at least 2 inverters, so they have to be bigger. That way I can accommodate more of the ones that have surge. And maybe in future I'll do a video on how to use surge gadgets as in one unit. It's not rocket science. You have to get a delay switch for all of them. Like when you put on your inverter, they don't all come on at the same time. This one comes on 1 minute, the other one 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So that way the surge will not just hit your inverter once, that can destroy it. So maybe if I need to do a video on that, I will, so that you understand exactly what I mean. Now, having a big inverter in the long run is going to be like a saving money, because if I had bought a bigger inverter and I went to buy the older one, this one now that is happening now, it would have been like the money I'm losing is small, because there's no way I would have spent more than 200k adding to a bigger sized inverter, if you understand what I mean. So that means my inverter would have still been working. Most likely my freezer would have been working. One of the things I'm suspecting that might have been the problem that made it go bad, which is also affecting the other ones I have, or which they're also getting the same feedback. There was a time when my inverter was going on and off, like it was having some metal partial contact or something. So that period, I suspect, may have contributed to what happened. So if you also have an inverter AC or freezer, what you want to do is to try and have something that look like a delay switch, so that way even if anything is not going on well, it will take its time to come on. This is not just for your inverter AC or inverter freezer. Any gadget that you have, like a freezer that has a compressor, going forward, that's another thing I plan to do. That way it will still give me further prevention of this kind of thing happening, because this freezer, I was expecting some 3-4 more years, owing to the fact that I already have one that is 5 years old now. I was expecting to have more time from this one. Going forward, I cannot fix it, and there's nothing I can do. I have to go and get another one when the season of ice blocks come. So, not to talk too much, just know that inverter freezers and ACs, they are not as durable as the other ones. It's not just me saying it. A friend of mine vowed that he would never buy an inverter AC or freezer again, because the only AC that's working in his house now happens to be the oldest one and a non-inverter AC. So that proves the point, or that at least adds to what I'm trying to say. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and leave your comment if you've had similar experiences like this, because this channel is about awareness. While I tell people about how to manage their solar system, if I also have issues like this, I will bring it up so that you will see for yourself, so that you don't make the same mistake that I made. See you guys, and catch you on the next one.